the slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Every time I'ma step with the steppers. Thinking white beans looking like pepper. Flawless diamonds, yeah, I'm good under pressure. 400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, I'm elite. I know when they hating is instant.
Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Nighthawks of Buenos Aires. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few miss. There he goes, left side. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Will Anderson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Meanwhile, Levis's throw is on target to Burks. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Badgley's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. On the out route, he's got Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A first down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Now a second and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Levis out of the shotgun now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done. And finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Henry. Touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra gets through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Next to score, Jaguars 10, Texans 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing now is Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And space tough to come by there. It's going to get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. On second down, it's Stroud. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is taken around the 12. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Levis now on 1st and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. A short throw taken in by Conquo. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That's caught by McMahon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Levis back to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go down here at line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Trevon Wesco, his first touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Texans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. He'll buy some time right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They begin with Henry. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Again, it's Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Henry running right. Shedding the tackle. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Nighthawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Pushes past. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Caught left side, here's Dell. Touchdown, Texans! Take Dell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Henry. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
At the 43-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In motion right, that's Burks. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Levis looking to throw. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short game there, but can they do it a couple more times?
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1.
And this time he is in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Nighthawks use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Stroud to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50.
Derrick Henry all alone. And touchdown. Derrick Henry, 63 yards. And the Nighthawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in the second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
Stroud. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Singletary taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Henry again on 2nd down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Man, 216 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Broken tackle. Touchdown! Derrick Henry, 33 yards. And the Nighthawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Nico Collins. Touchdown. Nico Collins. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run wide side with Henry. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Levis on third down. A shot downfield for Burks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown right at...
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. From the 33, here's second down and 7. Play action. Stroud now, rolling to his right. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Stroud on third down now. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try, second and 10 now. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. Third and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling a drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Stroud now on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got it out. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Stroud to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with the pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buenos Aires, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
phone ring, hello. Said he capping, but won't step, you know. Every time he sell me, that's phone, hello. Bling, bling, blow, mad. I'm like, wow, what did I do now? Don't you get me, okay? I might pull a ticket out of my account, okay? Just to show you how to count, okay? Newest, don't compare me to these, they don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I'm booted up. I got opposition showing me computer love. Run inside the club, I got no worries today. I get paid to party on a permanent base. That's true. Only time we link is meet and greet. On and off the jet, cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. But that's because I'm standing on business. I deserve the flex and I have God as my witness. Police tried to slow me down but they couldn't stop it. I got platinum plaques like I got cars in my wallet. I got millions. Got the fuck inside my bag and out my feelings. Got a couple carbon copies, I got children. Only that's around me's my Brazilian. Moving militant, no regular civilian. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spend it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from NOLA, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I said, fin with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. I'm on the rim, hit a buddy with a blitz. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't know it's for real. Country, trying to give me a meal. You want you some violence, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise. Staying fresh to this, I be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Beat them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. Now I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Real.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets, you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements.